Ezra chapter 8, verse verse 55. And therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish. For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought scorn of his law, and forsook his ways. Moreover, they have trodden down his righteousness, and said in their heart that there is no power. Yea, in that knowing, they must die, man. That's the mindset of our people to this very day, man. Majority of the mindset of these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. As well, as you confusing the face Israelites. Majority of our people are cleaving to ignorance, man. They're saying in their hearts, they're saying in their hearts that, there is no Most High. You don't have to, physically say it, which Jacob, also do physically say it, but it's dealing with your actions, man. See, when you come across this word, either through the prophets, through a YouTube video or whatever, man, you're downtown in the city, and you came across an Israelite camp, so when you heard this word, that's the Spirit stretching out his hand unto you, man. Or a friend might have told you about this thing, might have even shared you a video or whatever. That's the Spirit of Yahweh Shemi outside, knocking at your door, man. Revelation, man. How he be at the door and and he knock. I'll get that. But that's the Spirit stretching out his hand unto you, man. But when a Jake, he denies it. He doesn't take it serious. In your actions, in your heart, in your mind, by you not taking this thing serious, in your mind, you're not really having that sense of urgency that really moves you. That really moves you in fear, man. That's the first thing, man. The beginning of knowledge is the fear, man. That's the first thing, that really gets brothers, man. It's all about the fear, man, and that's how it's supposed to be. That's all what Yahweh Shemi outside he deals with towards his election, man. The elect, the first thing they do, it's the fear, man. Or really, I should say, it's really the curiosity and the inquiring and the familiar, first time you're hearing this word, it's like a feeling, it's like a feeling of, this sounds familiar. It's like a feeling of, like I'm hooked. Everything they're saying, it hits me. Which makes you, Lord willing, a member of the election, man. You're coming back in your reincarnation, and you hear this word, meaning it's supposed to be geared towards you. This word is meant for you to hear it, man. But the majority of our people, they hear this word, they scoffing, they talking their shit, they're not taking this word serious. They ain't really, truly fearing Yahweh Shemi outside. So when they hear, this word, and they carry on that no sense of urgency, that no fear. In their heart, they're saying that there is no Most High, that that there is no Yahweh Shemi outside. That's why they do, careless things and still cleaving to their wickedness, man. This is Psalm chapter 14. It's Psalm chapter 14. Verse 1, the fool has said it in his heart, there is no Most High. They are corrupt, they have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. Yeah, man. The fool The fool said in his heart, man, that there is no Most High. Man. A fool be saying that, man. Which is true. Like, you're a fool. You're a fucking fool, man. You know? The fool have said in his heart that there is no Most High. Which makes sense, man. A nigga that don't believe in nothing, man. A nigga that don't believe in a higher power, he's doing anything, man. He's committing all types of shit on the earth, man. He doing all types of drugs, popping pills, he being abominable. He believing in Jesus. You know? He believing in Jesus whole time. He committing adultery and smoking weed. He go to church every Sunday though. He a Muslim. You know? One day he a Muslim. Next day he a Buddhist. You know? Next month he a new age spiritual, you know, Anunnaki nigga. You know, they have done abominable works, man. The fool has said in his heart that there is no Most High, man. Niggas just confused, man. You know? You atheist niggas, man. You know? Or even not an atheist, man, period. You know, anyone that's denying the true power, Yahweh and his son, Yahweh Shah, man. You know? If you believe in God and Jesus and you still a Christian, you deny Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, man. Because you still cleaving to the ideologies, you know, of Esau, Edom, the devil. You still cleaving to the ideology in, you know, in the wine, you know, that's wine, man. You know, doctrines, man. You know, but rather than the truth, the whole 100% truth. You know, but this is only for the election, man. The elect are gonna hear this truth, and you know, and once again, it's gonna hit them, man. It's gonna hit them, and they gonna, they gonna not be offended. You know, it's not gonna be in them to be offended or what they're listening to, man, or what they're hearing, because they're moved to believe, you know, to believe it that it's true, because they see the truth for what it is. They see the truth for what it is exactly what it is, because the Lord has ordained them to. Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, has ordained them to. And this is the truth, man. The majority, but for 2/3 of our people, you know, you're being reserved unto punishment, man. To receive the deeds done in your body, man. Because by default, you know, see, we all deserve this judgment, man. But there's one reason how the elect are not going to be numbered amongst the 2/3 is because through Yahweh Shai, man, which is his whole purpose on why he came down on the face of the earth, you know, and had to be that sacrificial lamb for the nation to be redeemed back into the Most High, man, because of our, you know, constantly backsliding, constantly, you know, going off. You know, it was never perfect, man. You know, prior to Yahweh Shai, man, you know, with sin being upon us, you know, that tainted us, man. That tainted us with us being, you know, with the power. You know, the Most High is all perfection, man. He can't look at that, man. You know, the Most High is so perfect that when Yahweh Shai was on the cross, Yahweh Shai was saying, you know, my power, you know, why has thou forsaken me? You know, that was the Most High. You know, he turned his back for a little second because of all the sins being put upon Yahweh Shai on that cross. You know, all the sins of the nation, man. You gotta think about that, man. All the sins of the nations, Slaki, not the nations, Slaki. All the sins of our people, of the nation of Israel, man. You know, I would say it, man, Slaki, man. All the sins of the nation of Israel, man. You know, being put upon him, to redeem us back into being made whole and perfect, man. Into that new covenant, man. So, so the Most High being all perfect, he couldn't, look, upon the High side, he couldn't look upon that, man. Couldn't look upon that, man. But this is why, man, how about Shmi outside? The Most High and the Son deserve all the praises, man. Because really, Jake don't understand the true sacrifice of what Yahweh Shai did, man. You don't even know, the whole dynamic of you, of a promise being pertained unto you and the process of you obtaining it, man. Because you didn't want to get right with Yahweh Shai upon earth in this time, the Lord's going to have to require that, this blood somehow, man. It's going to be off your own, man. But rather you, getting it through his own, his only begotten Son, through a sacrifice to be redeemed by his blood, you're going to have to get it by your own, man. And hence Jacob's trouble, man. It's gonna be great tribulation, man. It's gonna be a great time of great judgment, man. It's gonna be so fucking bad that these elites can't even fucking control it. It's gonna be a time of serious judgment. It's gonna be so bad, man. Everybody's gonna know that this is an outer, that a higher power. A higher power is going to be bringing this judgment, man. Everybody in the back of their fucking conscience is that eerie feeling is going to tap in. Like, whoa, man. The time we're in, it feels like God is judging us. Every atheist is going to wake up in that day, man. And it's going to be true, man, because man, how about Shemi Ashai is pissed off, man. The Most High and His Son are truly pissed off, man. Words, man, there's no level of anger that anybody can obtain, man. On earth combined compared to the Most High, man. The Lord's gonna shake the whole planet to and fro, man. Don't you know this planet's gonna be rocking back and forth off its axis? Because of the missiles that's gonna be detonated upon this place. The nuclear missiles that's gonna be nuking this continent, man. It's gonna be a devastating time, man. And even prior to the missiles, man, it's gonna be a devastating time of great judgment and tribulation, man. Martial law, famine, plagues, pestilence, newly created creatures and beasts, strange apparitions, ghosts and spirits, man. Tormenting you people, man. But prior to that time, the Lord he has the doors of mercy and grace open unto you, man. For you to take heed to His word, take heed to His warning, get your ass right. Because this trouble is coming no matter what, man. Right now, we're building that spiritual ark like Noah, man. That flood came no matter what. The Lord told Noah to build an ark to protect him from the flood, man. Found grace upon Noah, man. It's like I did say I was gonna get the revelation. It's Revelation 3 and 20. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in unto him and will sup with him and he with me. How is that? Through the prophets. The word of Yahweh Shemi Ashai, he sent forth his men the prophets upon earth to his spirit is going is going cry out unto you, man. Who the men you see in the highways and byways, man. The men you see in the videos, street corners teaching. That's the Lord knocking unto you. Wisdom crying without in the streets, in the chief place of concourse, and the openings of the gates. Wisdom crying out unto you, man. I'm telling you how long you simple ones gonna keep loving simplicity, man. How long you how long is you gonna keep on partying bullshit? How long is you gonna keep on being ignorant, man? How long is you gonna keep on living in your life of complete abomination and ignorance and just iniquity and sin? Like, wake the fuck up. Like, nigga, wake up, man. Get your ass right, man. Or not, man. Or face judgment, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? See, this was what was a conviction, man. In the same way, in the days of Noah, how niggas was talking shit. You gotta think how creative Jake was talking shit back then, man. When you look at like the comics now, you got Mike Epps, you got Brainy Mac, you got Eddie Murphy, Eddie Griffin, fucking Charlie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, funny ass Jakes, man. Hilarious ass Jakes, man. You can only imagine back then, man. Jake had had a knowledge and the spiritual power. Jake knew how to just really just ride on you, man. You could imagine the fucking humiliation Noah had to endure, man. But through the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, kept upon Noah, imagine, man, for 100 years, you building a big ass boat, man, you building a big ass ark, prophesying water's gonna come down from the sky and flood the whole earth, which rain never happened. At that period of time, it never rained. The only time water was to touch the ground was the morning dew. So Jake was like, what? What's he talking about, man? Walking by the ark, seeing Noah building, laughing. You know what I'm saying? That's what they see us now. And these last days are prophesying about a time of great tribulation. A time of nuclear missiles. Nuclear missiles is going to rock the earth to and fro. How chariots, so-called UFOs, it's not so far-fetched, man. Because nuclear missiles do exist, and we're seeing so-called UFO sightings daily, man. Bugging people out, tripping the fuck out you people, man. A time of great tribulation. People are, talking shit, mocking for a good period of time, man. Niggas was scoffing, man. I would say, prior to, C19, the approach to Crown Royale, you had a whole bunch of niggas scoffing, man. You had a whole lot of niggas talking out their ass. Talking out their ass, man. Talking crazy. Whole lot of niggas talking out their ass, talking shit, man. Scoffing, man. And you still got Jake scoffing, man. You still got Jake talking shit, man. You still got Jake talking shit about, one of the major prophecies that's being highly anticipated, man. It was the MOTB. For a certain period of time, you had guys that would, tape potato chips to their fucking forearm and, talking about, I took the C-hip, mocking, talking shit, just fucking being an asshole, But you still got guys that still downplaying the prophecies. See, how the MOTB is not the C-hip, this and that, and the MOTB is sin. Yeah, Jake's still downplaying, man. At the end of the day, man, the word is gonna stand true. The prophets were sent upon earth to warn you. give you the knowledge.